Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Hug Nation's Love Morning. I am John Halcyon, and we are gathered once again to share gratitude and set an appointment with ourself to remind us who we want to be today. So thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing some of your gratitude. I am awash with gratitude today. But I would be remiss if I didn't sing a song about whatever. And if it talks about the heat or the weather, as long as I have gratitude in store, then this song will be great and so much more, 'cause it is the morning and we're gonna have a good time. It is a love morning, and if we can find a better rhyme, and if we have a love morning, then we're gonna have a real good time. Good morning. Good morning, Kirbot. Wonderful to see you. I'm in San Diego. Oh, you know what? Yeah, no. I am in San Diego. I'm in Solana Beach, where I had a staycation day yesterday with Lisa for my birthday. So I am so overflowing with gratitude. As my grandpa would say, my cup is overflowing and I'm drinking from the saucer. This has been like the best week ever. I had this retreat, sound bath, meditation healing over the weekend with family. And yesterday just had such a beautiful day with Lisa here. And I've been getting so many wonderful messages from people. And it's like, all right, I think I need to settle into a little bit lower pace of awesome, because this is non-sustainable, not without dangerous chemicals, and that is no longer an option. Would anyone like to share some gratitude? I'm grateful that I am gonna have lunch today with some friends that asked to take me out, and I have a lunch tomorrow with another friend who asked to take me out for my breakfast, for my birthday. I also got to go bowling with a bunch of wonderful male friends earlier on Tuesday night, and actually I even got to I stayed for the very beginning of Lisa's choir on Tuesday. So I've just been like surrounded by people and smiles and beautiful expression and appreciation, and yesterday was Lisa and I's 2-year anniversary. We met 2 years ago on my birthday. Or I think that's when I asked her out, was 2 years ago on my birthday. Which is also the day of our first kiss. And these last 2 years have been the best of my life. It is hard for me to imagine what life was like before Lisa. It really feels like it's longer than 2 years. Like, we were reflecting on, I had some birthday plans a year ago that fell through. I'm like, that was only a year ago? Like, if you would have said that was 10 years ago, I'd have been like, oh yeah, lots happened since then. So, and I had a beautiful love morning here yesterday. It was so nourishing, and we did a gratitude circle at noon, and Mingle led it and kind of had it be a gratitude for John themed gratitude, and that just was soaking in so much. Got video calls and tons of texts and messages, and got to chat with Asher, which was fun. And I'm gonna go see my dad after this. I'm gonna go visit my dad, and he called me yesterday, and I was actually on a video call with an adorable 3-year-old and her mom, some friends. And my dad called him, like, oh, I gotta get it. And then I said, I can call him back. But it's interesting that my reaction to wanting to please my dad no matter what. And I'm so glad I didn't pick up the phone, because he left a message that said, happy birthday. I'm so proud of you and the man you've become. And now I have that recording. So I can use it in a court of law next time no, I'm just kidding. But it was just what an unexpected, treasured treat to have that words of affirmation from the person in the world that I desire it most from. Good morning, Janet. And good morning, Juan. Anybody else want to share anything they're grateful for? I'm grateful that I have finally decided that I am going to get my beard professionally trimmed. I was under I was like, I didn't want to I knew it was going to have rough phases as it grew out, but I'm pretty sure that this stuff is never going to be part of a long beard. So I think I can trim this and it will be better. So I've been looking for a barber. I think I'm going to try to stop after I see my dad. Not going to cut the beard, just going to try to shape the sides a little bit. That's the goal. Gerbot says, grateful for hanging out with friends last night. It's so weird to me that it's Thursday. Because of my birthday week, it just is, I feel like I've been in weekend mode. But, right, Thursday. Whew. And end of the month. However, because Saturday is the 31st, First Saturdays isn't until the week after. So I'm looking forward to, actually the week after, it's not only for Saturdays, it's also the men's group I'm running. So now that my birthday is in the rearview mirror, that's my new focus. Actually, that's one of my new focus. My other new focus is I just ordered a new camera and am getting some equipment to try something different in the way of making videos. Almost everything I've made for decades has been live, but I'm going to try to create some content that is a little bit more edited and polished, and we'll see. But I'm kind of excited about it. And I pulled the trigger and made some purchases, and hopefully the momentum will keep going. So those are my two things right now, the men's group and making less of this off-the-cuff content and more of some like scripted, basically scripted versions of old Hug Nation Belief Buffet lessons. Janet says, I'm grateful for my body and that it's responding well to the special care I've been taking of it. Nice. I've been certainly thinking about my body this week and talking with Lisa and reflecting on our health journeys and how health is a very different concept when in life partnership. The care of one's own body when you're single and think you're going to die alone, it's like, well, if I fall apart early, that's my choice to make. But if, for example, a medication that you take contributes to increased chances of dementia, then you got to think, is that fair to, basically I'm putting that risk, the consequences of that risk on my partner, and it just changes things. So I've been chewing on that quite a bit. Thank you, Dick, if you're still here. Thank you. I've been having the best birthday week ever. Dick is grateful for 20 plus years of our friendship, a unique perspective on the weird path I chose. Good morning, Brent. Good morning, Busload. Busload says, hope there will be at least a pocket full of joy for you today. I'm grateful to be healthy and to be in possession of a full fridge. Thank you. Already the day feels good. I'm grateful we had a DoorDash delivery of some awesome sushi yesterday, so I had a yummy sushi. Also, and we watched Inside Man, a Spike Lee bank robber movie that I think we'd both seen long ago, but we both forgot enough of it that we still, didn't remember what the twists and turns were. So that was it's a good movie if you haven't seen Inside Man. Thank you, Lisa. I had the best birthday. And it really has been a birthday week, starting on Saturday. And I've got a birthday lunch today and a birthday lunch tomorrow. So I'm pretty blessed. Yeah. I just posted a picture. I did a little photo shoot yesterday, and I put on the cloak that I'm wearing on the back of my protagonist book. And so then I took a picture of me now with the same hood, and it's fun to look at the difference. That was like 2016, I think. Is that right? Anyway, but fun to reflect on an awesome previous life, and to celebrate and recognize that my current life is the best I've ever been. I'm as happy as I've ever been. This is the best. It's happening right now. Any other last gratitudes before we pack up and head off into our day? And I'm going to go get to see my dad and give him a hug. I've seen my mom twice this week. Lucky. I might see her again today, but I've been looking forward to seeing my dad. Sherry says, I'm grateful for Hug Nation. Me too. And yesterday was a really impactful reminder. Because it's a daily practice, it's easy to just take it for granted. It's just it's baseline. But yesterday allowed me to really appreciate the practice for myself and the impact on others and the connections and the growth. So I'm feeling wonderful. Good morning, Erica. Erica says, I'm grateful for lovely weather as I sit in the sunshine with my pups. So glad you're happy. Hello to your folks. Thank you. I will pass that on. Tara is grateful for a beautiful day. Me too. What a gift to be alive in a body with all this. Oceans and trees and sunsets and bugs and birds and critters and flowers. You kidding me? I've been really enjoying visiting our local flower garden. The HOA park by our home is great, and it's got a beautiful row of very fragrant roses that I try to visit daily, but didn't because I spent the day here in our staycation. So I'm going to look into smelling roses this afternoon, if I'm not too busy getting a beard trim, which is also on my agenda. Lisa says, I have a goal for you to Photoshop me in the landing page of the gratitude squares. Well, I would love to make that happen if it's possible. So remind me what you mean by that. And maybe we'll take a screenshot today and see if we can make that happen. Which reminds me, I've got a number of web things I need to update. Okay, so I guess I have a lot of projects on my plate, but I'm excited about them. So, Thank you for being a part of this day. Oh, let's also just take a second to think about who we want to be today. I want to be extra patient and be a good listener. I also want to be extra outgoing and complimentary and friendly to strangers. I should have a number of opportunities today to be in public. So I'm going to be a love ambassador. Which reminds me of another thing I'm grateful for. Last night, we went to the complex jacuzzi, and there was a family there from New Jersey. And at first, we were like, do we still want to go? And ended up having an awesome conversation. And Lisa was like, she's like, it's interesting, like you share so deeply with strangers. And it's like my nervous system kind of goes, oh, but I love that about you. It's so amazing. And it's true. If I sit down in a jacuzzi and we've never met before, there's a good chance you're going to learn a story that you're might not soon forget. Well, wherever you are, let's give ourselves a big old squeeze, appreciating our bodies, whatever state of health it is in and its continued healing. Grateful for the opportunity to connect and choose our thoughts and witness ourselves and have compassion and maybe even a sense of humor over all the things we think we control or the things we try, and maybe giving a little extra effort into surrendering and saying yes to the world as it is happening. So let's take a deep breath in and squeeze each other. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of us here, thanks for being here for our love morning. Another heads up that the next few days I'm going to start doing a little testing here and making this broadcast through Zoom into Facebook and YouTube. And if you would like to be a part of that broadcast, then I'll just give you that link, and so that you can have your thumbnail in that broadcast that's a part of everywhere. And so we can see each other's faces and even have audio sharing from one another. That's my goal, at least. So I will keep you posted. Juan is grateful for 2 weeks vacation road trip with my boy. Alamo, here we come. Fun! Well, enjoy your trip. I love you. See you soon. Oh, and at least if you're still here, I'm going to miss gratitude because I'm going to another birthday lunch.